Hello, everybody, and welcome to the X Factor with the Crypto Hipster, where I bring you crypto news, insights, analysis, and commentary from around the world of crypto and blockchain. This is your host, Jamil Hassan, and each and every week I bring you the X Factor. This is episode 56, season 3, episode 16. Only a handful more episodes until season 4. And this is for the week ending September 8th, which is today, Friday morning, September 8th. And we have some incredible news going on around the world in crypto and blockchain as far as regulatory and compliance and all that fun stuff that people want to talk about. But let's start off with the global news. And let's talk about Coinbase. One of the top exchanges in the world is Coinbase. And they have signaled the European Union, Canada, Brazil, Singapore, and Australia as their top next non-US market priorities. Coinbase has flagged those countries where it intends to focus its operations in the near term, studying their comparatively clear crypto laws. In a September 6th, which was Wednesday, blog, Coinbase's vice presidents for international business and international policy, Nana Murugesan and Tom Duff Gordon, marked the European Union, UK, Canada, Brazil, Singapore, Australia as near-term priority markets. They said these countries are enacting clear rules, unlike the US, and Coinbase would focus on acquiring licenses, registering, and establishing and strengthening operations there. They say globally, countries are vying to become crypto hubs. Regulatory clarity has emerged there in those countries, to name a few. Every part of the world is seeing progress on crypto forward regulation, except for the US, which is opting for a strategy of enforcement of existing rules and new regulations through the courts, which everybody in the industry thinks is stupid. But when you give people who don't belong to their jobs roles, then, what do you expect? They say, though, we're committed to helping update the global financial system and providing more economic freedom and opportunity, and won't stand idle just because the U.S. is. The crypto exchange faces regulatory action in its native U.S., with a lawsuit from the SEC accusing of it of selling unregistered securities. They're not, by the way, and operating illegally. They're not, by the way. What's operating illegally are rogue government organizations who assign leaders who are not leaders, who don't really know what they're doing. But hey, let me know your thoughts on those priority markets. Sounds good to me. What do you think? I'd love to know. Let's move on to another global news. IMF, FSB released a joint policy that recommends recommendations for crypto assets at the request of G20. Okay. The International Monetary Fund and the Financial Stability Board, FSB, have published a joint paper containing policy recommendations at the request of Indian G20 presidency. The organizations have created a paper that combines the standards and consolidates collective recommendations, providing guidance and helping various jurisdictions address risks associated with crypto asset activities. The policy paper includes recommendations for regulating activities related to stablecoins and DeFi, decentralized finance. It also describes how regulatory frameworks and policies developed by both the IMF and the FSB can interact and fit together. However, it does not set or establish new policies, recommendations, or expectations for relevant authorities, which is pretty cool. Okay, so what does it say? It says policy implications of crypto assets are macroeconomic stability, financial stability implications, and other. Let's talk about the financial stability implications. Policy responses. Adopt FSB's high-level recommendations for crypto assets and GSCs and relevant SSB standards. According to the paper, stablecoins, hold a huge risk to financial stability. However, DeFi, the paper argued that while the processes used to provide DeFi services may differ from traditional financial platforms, DeFi does not differ substantially from traditional financial systems in the way it performs or functions. Okay. It also said that DeFi attempts to replicate some functions of the traditional financial system. It may amplify the inherent risks and vulnerabilities in traditional systems. Well, there are a lot of risks and vulnerabilities in traditional systems. That's true. It's true. But the ones in DeFi may include liquidity and maturity mismatches, operational fragilities, interconnectedness, and leverage. According to the paper, claims of decentralization offered do not hold up to scrutiny. Presently, DeFi may exhibit unclear, opaque, untested, or easy to manipulate governance frameworks that may expose users to risk. Okay. And they say, important, banning crypto may not be effective in the long run. You just can't do it. It's global, but places try, they fail left and right. IMF said that instead of banning crypto, various authorities should focus on addressing what drives the demand for crypto, including consumers' needs for digital forms of payment. Let me know your thoughts. Sounds logical to me. Okay. And let's go here to the next one, the next global and the last global, truly global article. MetaMask. MetaMask scammers actually take out government websites to target crypto investors. Oh boy. Official government websites from India, Nigeria, Egypt, Colombia, Brazil, Vietnam, and other jurisdictions have been found redirecting to fake MetaMask websites. That's a problem. Crypto scams targeting MetaMask users are using government-owned websites, URLs, to con victims and access their crypto holdings. Ethereum-based crypto wallet MetaMask has been a long-standing target for scammers, which involves redirecting unwary users to fabricated websites that request access to the MetaMask wallets. Cointelegraph did an investigation on the matter and found numerous government-owned websites being used to perpetuate the scam. Official government websites from India, Nigeria, Egypt, Colombia, Brazil, Vietnam, and other places have been found redirecting to fake MetaMask websites. There was somebody on Twitter the other day who got hacked for $24 million because they gave access to a scammer, to a hacker. Be wary. So my wariness, and I'll share my commentary and my insights, my experience, is you can hack a wallet, you can hack an exchange, you can hack the entryways and the exit ways for crypto. What you can't hack is the blockchain itself. If there's no entry exit way, there's no way to get that money that's on the blockchain without an entry or exit way. So why not just create an entryway, put your crypto into an address, and then save the key phrase for yourself, put it somewhere, delete the wallet, you still have the address, you still have the crypto on the address, and then someday, way in the future, when you want to access it, restore your wallet and then get your money out. But people don't do that, and they tell you that they know everything there is to know about everything there is to know. That's the basic. So listen to your influencer, and actually don't listen to your influencer, because your favorite influencer, doesn't really know. But hey, be smart, be vigilant, be secure. I'm not a first-time winner when it comes to being scammed, hacked, or whatever, but you learn your lessons along the way. And let's go to the US, where there are plenty of lessons to learn. Library. One of my earliest podcasts was with Jeffrey Kaufman, founder CEO of Library, and what the SEC did with them was rather disgusting. Was quite sickening. They went after them because they were a competitor to Google, did everything the right way. Library did, and SEC, you know, had a vendetta or their own personal, program to put these people down. And Library now has decided to fight. I'm all in favor of Library fighting. Library decides to fight. Blockchain firm files notice of appeal against SEC. Go Library. Let's go. Blockchain-based file sharing and payment network Library appears to be reversing course on an earlier decision to wind down. Thank God. Thank you, Mr. Kaufman. Deciding instead to fight a federal judge ruling in July that sided with the SEC. No one should be siding with the SEC. On September 7, Library filed a notice of appeal to the U.S. Court of Appeals for the First Circuit, seeking to appeal the final judgment entered on July 11 that ordered Library pay a civil penalty and barred it from participating in unregistered offerings of crypto asset securities in the future. I want to use Library as a competitor to Google, as a competitor to YouTube. Payment models better for content creators. Defendant Library now appeals to the U.S. Court of Appeals for the First Circuit. Thank God. The SEC first sued developer Library in March 2021, claiming that its Library credit token was sold as a security under the 1933 Securities Act. It wasn't. That's just Gensler not understanding a damn thing. The U.S. District Court for the District of New Hampshire granted the SEC's motion for summary judgment against Library on November 7th, barring the platform from offering unregistered crypto asset securities and ordering it to pay a $111,000 civil penalty to the SEC. Let's get that money back. The regulator originally sought a punishment of $22 million, but changed course after conceding the defunct firm couldn't pay. In January, Library founder and CEO Jeffrey Kaufman said that Library as a company is almost certainly dead. I'm glad to see it's not. Let me know your thoughts about Library, about the opportunity for content creators to have an excellent platform for the future. I'm all in favor of them, what they're doing. Let me know your thoughts. CTFC. Actually, why CTFC? It's actually CFTC. No, wait. Commodity and Futures Trading Commission is CFTC. The US CFTC cracks down on DeFi protocols Open, 0x, and Deridex. Is taking a regulatory action against these three decentralized finance protocols for allegedly failing to register various derivatives trading offerings. The U.S. commodities regulator announced that it issued orders against the protocols this morning, September 8th. That's this morning. That's today. Oh, yeah. Deridex and Open were charged for failing to register as a swap execution facility or designated contract market and failing to register as a futures commission merchant. The two protocols also failed to comply with customer provisions set out in the Bank Secrecy Act, the CFTC said. All three firms were also charged with illegally offering leveraged and margined retail commodity transactions in digital assets. The CFTC's orders oblige Open, 0x, and Deridex to pay penalties of $250,000, $200,000, and $100,000 respectively, and to cease and desist from violating the Commodity Exchange Act and CFTC's regulations. The companies have agreed to settle the charges. Let me know your thoughts on that one. And then we're going to talk about some more regulatory stuffages at the CFTC. And I don't think stuffages is a word, but I just made it up. I think stuffages. Sounds like stuffaluffagus. Commissioner Caroline Pham called for a pilot program to kick off. We're kicking off a pilot program. They have advocated for a limited pilot program to address crypto regulation. In a pre-recorded message for a Cato Institute event on yesterday, Caroline Pham said that following public roundtable discussions, she planned to propose a pilot program for digital asset markets, claiming the U.S. may soon need to play catch up to crypto-friendly jurisdictions. She suggested that the program would be similar to regulatory sandboxes previously introduced at the state level. I quote her, a pilot program can create a framework for emerging technologies and market structures under our existing laws and regulations. It is my hope that a pilot to test, gather data, and develop a pragmatic approach to tokenization can ensure we continue to uphold our mandate to fostering open, transparent, and competitive and financially sound markets. That sounds smart to me. Let me know what you think. All right. Let me know your thoughts. And then we're going to talk about one of our least favorite CEOs. Well, depending on who you ask. Alex Mashinsky. Alex Mashinsky, former CEO of Celsius Network. His assets have been frozen by a U.S. court as part of a criminal case. Let's see what happened here. A federal judge has ordered that certain bank accounts and property connected to former Celsius CEO Alex Mashinsky be frozen following a motion from the United States Justice Department. According to a September 5 filing in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York, our favorite district, a judge signed off on a request to unseal a restraining order related to Mashinsky's assets. The Justice Department can freeze accounts at Goldman Sachs, Merrill Lynch under the names of holding companies, as well as accounts at First Republic Securities, SoFi Bank, SoFi Securities under Mashinsky's name. Mashinsky's property in Austin, Texas, which he purchased with his wife in 2021, was also included in this order. The house had been listed for sale for more than a year around the time Celsius filed for bankruptcy in 2022. Let's see. That was a nice looking house in Austin. Whoa, look at that thing. Yeah, it's confiscated. Yeah, you can't be living there. You can't be living there when you're accused of stealing from so many people. Let's see. Mashinsky, who co-founded the crypto lending platform Celsius in 2017, stepped down as CEO in September 2022, saying at the time his role had become an increasingly distraction. Yep. Amid users finding difficult financial circumstances. The firm had already been targeted by officials at the state and federal level for allegedly offering unregistered securities. I don't know about if they're unregistered securities. I know that you told people everything was fine when it wasn't. I don't know if that's a fraud or not, but hey, that's not up to me. It's up to the state of New York who's prosecuting you. Maybe instead of watching pictures of, houses in Austin, maybe you should watch Oz. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Okay, let's see. And speaking of prison, because Oz was a prison show on HBO that was really popular back in the day. Turkey. We're going to go Turkey first, then burger. Then the UK. Turkey, then burger. Turkey burgers. Actually, no, let's talk about Turkey. Turkish crypto exchange Thodex CEO gets a 11,000-year sentence for a $2 billion scam. 11,000 years. How do you live that long? Whoa. The former CEO of Turkish crypto exchange Thodex, Faruk Fatih Ozer, was sentenced to 11,196 years in prison by a Turkish court on charges of establishing, managing, and being a member of an organization, qualified fraud, and laundering of property values. The Anatolian Ninth High Criminal Court sentenced Ozer, along with his two siblings, to the same jail sentence, 11,196 years, 10 months, and 15 days in prison, along with a $5 million fine. The Turkish exchange was one of the largest digital asset trading platforms in the country before it abruptly imploded in 2021. The exchange halted services on the platform without prior notice, and the founder, Ozer, fled the country along with users' assets totaling $2 billion in crypto. At the time, Ozer had refuted all claims of a possible exit scam. That's what they do. The scammers refute their scam. They can't look at truth. They can't look at themselves in the mirror, and I don't know. So they may have some crazy lady on Twitter blaming somebody on the Isle of Man for a crime they committed in the U.S. I don't know. All I know is 11,000 years is a long time. Like, let's think about it. What was here 11,000 years ago? The woolly mammoth, the giant unicorn, the Siberian tiger, Captain Caveman, Captain Kangaroo. He wasn't here. Captain Caveman, the little Martian guy on Bugs Bunny. You know, you name it. Who was here 11,000 years ago? Well, and who can live? I mean, Jesus was here 2,000 years ago. And I mean, and Noah's Ark, when was that? That was before 11,000. The guy's going to be in jail for a long time. How do you last that long? What do you eat? How do you sleep? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. What's going to happen in the next 11,000 years when this guy gets out of prison? In 11,000 years, what's the world going to be like then? Let me know your thoughts. I'm dying to know, actually. Okay, we did Turkey. Now we're going to do burger. Actually, UK. UK financial watchdog could give crypto firms until January 2024 for marketing compliance. The UK's Financial Conduct Authority, the FCA, has reiterated its warning for all crypto asset firms marketing to users in the country to be in compliance with rules going into effect in October, but added companies could have more time to implement certain changes. In a September 7 notice, the FCA said crypto firms operating in the UK could have until January 2024 to address technical issues related to its financial promotions regime if granted approval. The financial watchdog announced the rules aimed at curbing aggressive marketing by crypto firms, saying companies would have to provide clear, fair, and not misleading ads or risk criminal charges. Crypto firms must market to UK consumers clearly, fairly, and honestly, said the FCA Consumer Investments Director Lucy Castledine. And they must provide risk warnings people understand. As a proportionate regulator, we are giving firms that apply a little more time to get the other reforms requiring technology and business changes right. How's that going to go? What do you think about that? Let me know your thoughts. Let's go on to Asia and talk about first. We're going to talk about Singapore. I know you should talk about Singapore first, but we are. Singapore regulatory sandbox lacks qualified crypto payment providers. The Monetary Authority of Singapore, MAS, has said that no businesses have qualified to participate in its fintech regulatory sandbox framework as cryptocurrency payment providers. Responding to a letter criticizing the Singapore government's lack of public consultation and oversight on crypto adoption, the MAS clarified the country does not have a crypto sandbox, but rather a sandbox that supports a broad range of fintech experimentation. The letter criticized Singapore for unwisely allowing crypto companies to access Singapore's fast and secure transfers fast interbank payment system. The electronic funds transfer system enables customers of participating entities to transfer Singapore dollar funds from one entity to another in Singapore. However, the MAS clarified that all businesses with a valid bank accounts access the FAST system, including crypto businesses, stating payments through FAST are in fiat currencies and not crypto. Let me know your thoughts, how that's going to go, what Singapore's issue is, why Singapore. But Singapore was listed as Coinbase as a place to do payments. So the payments are coming, crypto, And so I just find it really interesting that you have, on one hand, you have one statement, on the other hand, you have another statement, and there might not even be a third hand. I don't know. Japan, Japanese regulator seeks to scrap unrealized gains tax on crypto. Oh, I like this. The principal financial regulator in Japan, the Financial Services Agency, has decided to take crypto regulation into its own hands by proposing to change the tax code regarding digital assets. According to a local media report, the FSA submitted the request on August 31st. The most notable suggestion in the 16-page document is a bid to free domestic firms from the one end of year unrealized gains tax on crypto. In some national legislation, the legal entities have to pay taxes only after the crypto assets are sold to fiat. But in Japan, they're taxed on a regular yearly basis. That's not too smart. Fixing that is important. The amendment proposed by the FSA could be accepted, as the agency states that the Ministry of Economy, Trade, and Industry has already supported it. Let me know your thoughts. How, that seems smart to me. You don't want to tax, unrealized gains. You want to tax if they're sold, and especially if if your account's frozen and you can't get your money, then why should you be taxed on that? Other clients were of unnamed exchanges, and it's better that if it's only on the sale. And then if you sell in a short term, that's a different tax bracket. In the US, that's like income. But if you hold more than a year and then you sell, it's like 10 or 20% tax. It's better to sell long term and have less of a tax. But let's go to China, because Japan's getting it right. Let's go to China. 80 Chinese crypto influencer accounts have been shut down in its latest crackdown. Okay. Sina Weibo, one of the most popular Chinese social media apps with over 258 million daily active users, has removed 80 influencer accounts promoting cryptocurrency activities, citing official legislation. According to an announcement, 80 crypto influencer accounts with over 8 million total followers were proactively removed from Weibo. The accounts were accused of breaching 8 regulations related to telecommunications, finance, banking, online marketing, securities, exchanges, and internet safety for their role in promoting cryptocurrencies. The platform has been periodically sweeping out crypto accounts ever since China's cryptocurrency ban took effect in September 2021. In March, Weibo removed 131 accounts linked to crypto and stock trading activities. The largest nationwide crackdown occurred in August of 2022, when the Cyberspace Administration of China removed 12,000 influencer accounts on Weibo and Baidu linked to cryptocurrencies and deleted 51,000 related promotional posts. The CAC wrote, the purpose is to protect the property safety of people in accordance with the law and to remind the majority of netizens to establish correct investment concepts, enhance risk prevention awareness, refrain from participating in virtual currency trading hype activities, and beware of personal property damage. Crypto Hipster says, I put a blog out on my website yesterday on cryptohipster.tech about, is your favorite influencer a bot? And what to look out for. Some guidelines. Like, I saw an account the other day, had 10 billion followers. 10 billion. The population of Earth is a little over 8 billion people. How could 1.2 people exist for every one person? And how can they all be on Twitter and all following that one influencer? They can't. It's bots. It's bots. Like when you see these large accounts with 1 million, 2 million, 3 million followers, but the person has no like track experience or record or any history of working, probably won't even know where the bathroom, the coffee machine, or the lunchroom are, and they have so many followers, it's a red flag. It's a red flag. Maybe you don't think so, but please tell me if you do. Please tell me, let me know your thoughts. Is your favorite social media influencer a bot? And then on my blog, I put some recommendations of what to look out for, because it seems to me like a lot of people aren't looking out for that. And I'm looking out for my listeners. Of course I am. So, and I don't have millions and billions of followers. Not everybody on the planet. And then some. Maybe Jupiter or Neptune or Uranus or Saturn or whatever know who I am. And I liked it that way, you know? Not everybody in the solar system, and then some, needs to know who you are. But hey, let me know your thoughts. Oh, one last thing. Bots don't have ears, and bots don't have eyes, and bots don't make qualified buys. Taiwan. Taiwan to restrict unregistered, non-compliant foreign crypto exchanges. Okay. East Asian country, Taiwan, is reportedly planning to put restrictions on unregistered overseas crypto exchanges operating within its jurisdiction as part of its incoming guidance for virtual asset service providers. Yesterday, local media outlet Central News Agency reported the Financial Supervisory Commission of Taiwan had created a draft of 10 guiding principles for the management of virtual currencies in the country. The draft guidelines include enhancing information disclosure and require operators to set standards for reviewing listing and delisting. In addition, they also require separate custody of customer and platform assets and specify that VASPs should implement ways to prevent money laundering. Among the 10 principles set by the FSC is a rule prohibiting foreign VASPs from illegally soliciting business within Taiwan. The FSC proposed that overseas crypto platforms that do not have a company registration in Taiwan and do not comply with its anti-money laundering laws should not solicit business in Taiwan or from its citizens. That's what they say. What do you think about that? Do you want to do business in Taiwan? It's a good place to do business. A lot of money there. Why not set up an office? Let me know your thoughts. And then we're going to go to talk about steak. Not steak, not filet mignon, not New York strip steak, not ribeye, not prime rib, not porterhouse, but the company steak. The company steak. It was hacked of $41 million, and that was performed by the North Korean Lazarus Group. The $41 million hack of crypto gambling site Stake was carried out by the North Korean Lazarus Group, the FBI stated in an announcement. The group has stolen more than $200 million in crypto in 2023. We got to do something about North Korea, you know? You got to do something about that. Stake is a crypto gambling platform that offers casino games and sports betting. It was the victim of a cyber attack on September 4, which was Labor Day here in the U.S., that drained over $41 million worth of crypto from its hot wallets. The Stake team stated that the hacker only obtained a small percentage of funds and that users would not be affected. According to the FBI statement on September 7th, the agency has carried out an investigation and has concluded that the attack was performed by the Lazarus Group, a notorious cybercrime organization believed to be associated with the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, North Korea. We all know that. Let me know your thoughts. What can be done about Lazarus? And we're going to move to the Middle East and Africa. Actually, this one is Africa. Nigeria. Nigeria's Web3 education efforts seek to tackle language challenges. While Nigeria has a high level of blockchain and crypto awareness, the country still faces issues related to public education in the field. Local experts discuss blockchain education challenges in Nigeria at the Stakeholders in Blockchain Technology Association Digital Asset Summit this week, held in Abuja, the nation's capital. In the panel titled Web3 Education Capacity Building, the group discussed the current level of blockchain and Web3 awareness in the country and the challenges that have surfaced on the journey so far. Bello Usman Abdullani, the chief operating officer of the blockchain education platform Bitkova Academy, said the language barrier is one of the current major challenges due to the complexity of blockchain technology and its jargon. Nigeria is one of the most linguistically diverse countries in the world, with over 500 languages spoken. I did not know that. Wow. 500. I didn't even know there were 500 languages. I knew there were a lot, but that's a lot. Let me know. Well, however, Local blockchain hubs have begun educating individuals unfamiliar with blockchain technology using local Nigerian languages. Abdullani said it's important to help individuals new to blockchain technology and Web3 understand what Satoshi Nakamoto was trying to achieve. This is necessary to correct the fear and negativity created in the minds of citizens by the Central Bank of Nigeria and the government. That's true. Let me know your thoughts on that. And then we're going to go down under. Yes, we're going to go to Australia for one last article of the day. Aussie fintech praised for cryptocurrency clarity as it launches Bitcoin-backed loans. Australian fintech firm Block Earner is charging ahead with plans to launch a crypto-backed loans product, despite staring down an upcoming court date with the financial regulator for allegedly offering financial products without a license. The new crypto loan product allows Australian crypto investors to use crypto as collateral to borrow cash. Similarly, a Colorado-based lending platform called Salt offers crypto-backed loans to U.S. citizens. Why is that in there? I don't know. Why are we talking about Salt? They're not in Australia. So let's strike that last sentence. The major cryptocurrency exchange, let's see. The initial rollout for Block Earner is expected at the end of September and will initially only allow loans using Bitcoin as collateral. Block Earner co-founder Charlie Caraboga said that the new loan product has been designed in a very conservative way in a bid to fit neatly into an existing licensing model. Let me know how that's going to go. And that is a wrap for the week. Join. I want to make an announcement about, and actually, you know what? There's a crypto conference coming up. I believe it's October in Portugal, and it's going to be really cool. There's a cruise for Litecoin coming up in October. I don't know of anything else before then, but we make announcements as they come out in the crypto and blockchain, and we talk about news. And fall season is a great season to be involved. And from what I heard, let me know your thoughts and on anything we talked about today. And that's a wrap. I want to thank you for tuning in. I want to see you each and every week. We are here, the X Factor with the Crypto Hipster. Signing off. See you next week.